to target myself. You see it apparently.
Oh, yeah. That's what it was. Yep.
Still not hearing anything on the stream.
Oh no.
Oh, now I am.
Yeah, I am.
Right.
It's fine.
Well, all right then. Excellent. So we're Dicey Decisions. This is our Finding Purchase campaign, episode 37 tonight. Our players are running through the adventures in Keys from the Golden Vault, but set in the world of Taldore from Critical Role. And the players are all agents of the Clasp, going through on these different heist adventures. Currently, we are down a player this evening. Sean was unable to be with us, so I'll be role-playing him as an NPC. And currently, our heroes are underneath the city of Amon in some tunnels to gain some privacy and keep themselves further away from the center of town, because they just used the true name of a devil, and they brought him into existence in front of them. The creature appears in a flash of fire and ash and smoke, big smell of sulfur. This creature turns and looks directly at Garrick and says, "Who is it that summoned me here, and for what purpose?"
We will take those questions one at a time. My name is Garrick Stillbraid. These are my compatriots, and as to why you're here, you are going to answer some questions for us and do pretty much whatever we ask you to do for the next 24 hours or so, in order to prevent you and your friends from further infiltrating this realm.
May I know this we you speak of?
Throw out a move, and it's like you gotta wait for
No.
your thing to come back down.
Cameron Corkscrew here.
I would never deign to speak for anyone else when it comes to their titles. At least nobody I respect, Red Rust or Excellente or whatever you're calling yourself these days.
He snorts very, very heavily at that.
It's like now
I see we're not going to be civil then and give each other names, since you already had mine.
Gave you mine. Wasn't paying attention. That's not my fault.
I said, who is we you speak of?
Rurik, hi. That's Pebbles. That's
Cameron
something corkscrew.
Cameron Corkscrew. You know me.
Cameron.
We call him Cam. Cam for short. Yeah.
Kid kind of comes out from behind the rock he's hiding behind, and he says, "Name's John."
But I thought your name was
John.
Oh.
Nope.
And leaning on his axe, Irrigan says, "And I'm the muscle."
That's not a real name, Irrigan.
Aye, it's his name. I call him the muscle every day.
Yeah. And the creature just sizes you all up. So that's the deal then.
Part of it.
Answer your questions. That's it?
let's just say I have been well versed in how your type operates. So let's make sure there is no misunderstanding. You are going to stand here in this room with us and answer any questions we have without duplicity and without an attempt to twist our words to your benefit. And you're going to help us solve any mysteries and complete any tasks that the answers to your questions should happen to give rise to the best of your ability. And that means actually helping us solve them, not
Any
being a
like
detriment and not trying to put us at a disadvantage in order to
I swear I had this
summon
chat.
you here.
You can tell that he is hanging on every word you're saying in this moment.
I know. And
And
here's the thing. Actually, you know what? Let's be civil. I called you here with your true name. Would you prefer I called you Red Rust or Red or Rust or something else entirely?
it doesn't matter anymore.
Okay.
Alistair.
Since you've said it aloud and now all of these people know it.
Well, they already did. To be fair, I have to say you're very stylish. I can't take that away from you.
So you brought me here to gaze upon my magnificence then.
No, that was just an unintended side effect. First question. Again, you will answer this truthfully and without duplicity. And
So we're now past the setup then. We are now into the actual
I mean,
compliance.
unless there's something that you would like to ask of us in order to ensure your safety once your time with us is passed.
You think I am scared? You think I am worried about my safety here?
I mean, I know if we were to slit your throat and send you back to where you came from, you'd just come back tomorrow. I understand that.
Correct. And, you'd have a hell of a time trying.
Oh, granted, I'm not commenting on your prowess. I'm just saying if that were to happen for some reason, that's what. So it would be pointless. Engaging.
I must admit, I'm a little embarrassed to say, but I almost wet myself when you popped in here. Impressive.
Well, let's see if we'll make that happen for real then. Stick around.
What do you mean?
Not.
He wets himself regularly.
I do not. Don't be saying things like that in front of someone like this. Well, then, let's get to it then, shall we, Garrick?
Yeah, I think so. Should we?
I mean, there's no limit of questions we can ask. I would just
That's true.
start
but-
asking.
I think the first one is the most obvious one, unless you all can think of a better way to open this. Who called you to this plane?
I believe that was you.
No, you were already here.
No,
not?
I was home.
You were home. Well,
Yes.
That's interesting. So,
There is home.
I mean,
Where is home?
I just want to,
God has to consult
clear.
stat block. Hold on.
just making sure. No,
was it here? That's
What's your
interesting.
wife's name?
home is where the heart is. He could think of a lot of different places.
From somewhere in hell.
Yep, it's not coming directly from there, so hold
You got a 1 in 9 shot.
on. He answers quicker than I'm answering.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just make sure I'm doing this right because it might be important later. And he's not lying to you, so
Well, if he's a devil, it's
9 hells, but it could be any
Yeah.
of the 9.
Based on his appearance,
Yeah.
Can't just judge a
I'm
book
gonna
by a
bet-
cover.
I'm gonna bet he looks like he'd be in Avernus.
He does that. He does.
Are all the hells the same in the Tal'Dorei setting as it is
Yes.
traditionally? Okay.
He is from Avernus.
Yes. Okay. Interesting. Okay, then let's reverse gears a little bit. Let's just say that we received your information as well as a couple of others from somebody who's been monitoring this situation. If you were not here when I called you, what works, tasks, alliances are you working with Inimon right now? With people who, any associates you might have in this city?
He snorts, squints his eyes, and says, I have made a few contracts.
That's to be expected. How about recently? What's the most recent one you made besides me?
Let's hear it, boyo.
There is a powerful trying to find the right word. Spy, as it were.
Does he or she have a name?
Yes.
And by the way, for the rest of my party, the more Garrick talks to this devil, it's almost like he is not who he normally is. The way he stands, the way he talks, the way he presents himself, the way he is addressing this devil is completely different than how he normally acts around you.
What's different? What do you mean?
You're a bard, you would know. This is definitely trained behavior.
Oh, okay. You're almost acting.
Yeah, almost.
It's more like a ritual to you than just a conversation. There's a protocol to it.
There is.
By the way,
They go by the name of Tully.
Does that sound familiar at all?
Give me a history check.
excellent, we shall.
That everyone?
Sure.
My history's a solid 0. Can't wait.
Nice.
Oh, 17.
I only rolled a 7.
Four.
What did you get, Garrick?
19.
Garrick and Ashrina, you have heard rumors that the head of the Myriad in Iman goes by the name of Tully.
Oh, that's bad.
It is. But it's not as bad as my fear, which was we were going to find out the dude worked for the Clasp. It's fine. Okay.
Well, okay. So you're hired by the head of the Myriad. That's
Which is what we expected, kind of.
not
So-
great.
Oh, are you all Clasp agents?
Yep.
No.
Garrick said we had to be honest.
I did.
When have I ever followed what Garrick has to say?
Once. Just once. I mean, I almost got
Well-
killed, so I don't blame you for not listening to me ever again.
I think perhaps our paths are destined to have crossed.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
This is just sooner than expected, then.
Yeah, expeditious. Everything. Why wait?
Correct.
What are you hired to do for the Myriad?
Infiltrate your organization.
Have you been successful then?
Have you found me till now?
Well,
That doesn't answer the question.
who have you been pretending to be in the clasp?
That's a long list.
Oh, you're changing your appearance every day.
As it suits me.
And
Can you only change your appearance once a day?
He changes his appearance to each one of you in succession every 6 seconds.
Gross. I hate it.
We do
Man,
know
I
there
really
are
do
others.
have big ears.
as do I. By the way, I've got a disguise self on right now.
So, shall we make this fun?
I'm having a blast. I don't know.
See, in my experiences, whenever one of your kind, not necessarily you or your species, but devil kind, says you want to make this fun, usually there is an offer, an intrigue, a deal being offered that sounds great in text, but the underlying truth of it is anything but. However, we do have 24 hours, so what is your proposal?
Well, I mean, the deal you struck upon calling out my name involved me coming here,
Mm-hmm.
staying in this room,
Yep.
and answering your questions.
Mhm.
And assisting you with solving anything mission critical that came up out of the answers.
Correct.
You're gonna
Not
fight
once.
us now, aren't you?
Not once did you say I couldn't hurt you.
I mean, you could try. You seem to think that I come to you from a place where I don't know what you're capable of. Trust me, I do.
Is that so? Well, then let's see.
I'd like to go back behind and hide in my rock.
Roll some initiative, please.
I rolled a 28 for my stealth.
Mm-hmm.
We did say you had to help us.
That's not what we said.
Unfortunately, I did roll a 10
That's not
for
what you
initiative.
said.
I
You had
thought
to help
Derek
him
said
with-
we had to assist.
With anything that comes up relating to the questioning.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah, we did not say that he didn't have to
He
fight.
couldn't just punch us in the face. But we can ask questions every round.
That's
correct.
Is that a free action?
Let's see.
Kitty's being very lovey. Hi, Toffee Bean.
Can we tell him to not hurt us now?
He specifically said, "Is that the
Uh-huh.
terms of our contract?" Like he bound it in those words. Justin heard all of it. Rurik is too dumb to understand.
Show us the cat.
Apparently, I'm too dumb to understand, too.
Eric ain't smart. I mean, he's above average, but he's not devil smart.
Hi, baby.
Meow.
I know.
All right.
Scary.
Kid goes first. and says,
Oh,
"Oh fuck." Steps in 5, 10, 15 through a Shrina. Yep. He's gonna, I guess he would do his normal thing.
But he does get advantage because it is the first. He has the devil hasn't acted yet in combat,
Right.
but he
So
doesn't
he-
get the automatic crit.
Advantage with the rapier. Hits him with a 25. So he will get sneak, yes.
Yes.
correct.
Huh.
It's like talking to Barbossa in the pirate movies.
Alrighty. And he would reroll one of those 2s. And get 4 more.
No.
Slashes at him with his rapier, doing 24 points of damage. And then he will gladly use his bonus action to disengage.
Correct.
Smart. I was gonna say, is he gonna punch him? Seems like a bad idea.
However, now the devil goes.
Oh,
Hmm. He looks at Urigen and casts a spell.
I will counter it.
Please roll.
All right. Make sure I don't have any bonuses. I do have bonuses to strip. That'll be automatic. Okay. That is a 22.
What does that get you?
A
A
12th
12th
level
level
spell.
Okay, just checking because it was an 8.
Oh
Oh!
God!
So glad I used that. Marking that off.
And he growls.
I just shake my head and goes, "Do we really have to do this? We can just talk."
But this is more fun.
I was say technically he has to answer that question.
He says we don't have to, but this is more fun. Garrick,
Okay.
it is your turn.
If only I had a minute to cast Magic Circle, but I don't.
I mean, you might.
No, not while I'm standing next to him. I'm not. I'm my probability. Yeah, no. All right. Rapier. Nat 1. Nice.
youch.
Oh no.
Second attack. That is a 21. Why didn't I have him targeted?
Yeah, it says it hits.
That is a level 3 smite.
Okay.
Paladins.
43 points of damage. Hey, it's a devil. What do you want me to do? And as part of my action, as a bonus, I will try to knock him over. Because why the hell not? Another nat 1. Wow, that's awesome.
Whoa.
So can he beat it? Can he not? Can he lose to a 7?
Athletics.
Yeah. Or acrobatics, his choice.
He cannot lose to a 7.
Well, then he doesn't go prone.
Right. You did notice on his turn that the wounds from Kid mostly healed,
Great.
by the way.
Okay.
I hate it here.
Mhm. Did you have anything you wanted to say or ask? I'll give
Again,
everybody a question on their turn.
we have names of 2 others. We are not going to name them here, but are you
Oh, bring
tasked?
them. That would be so much fun. Say
Yeah.
them.
I'd rather not. Are you working in concordance with them, or are each of you tasked individually with what you were asked to do?
Well, to ask if devils are working side by side, I think is a silly question. However, we all have contracts that are mutually beneficial to each other and to your rival organization.
Hey. Doesn't say anything else, but he does stand in a defensive position, and that's the end of his turn. Because he used his attack and his bonus action, so and he's definitely not moving.
Irrigan steps up to him with his axe. Says, I ain't got no questions. I'm just going to hit you really hard.
Respect it.
And he bonus action rages. Second rage of the day. And reckless. First attack. Hits. Oh, I didn't have him targeted, but it hit. Targeted now? No. Now his damage. A 1 on the d12. Second attack. Also hits with a 25. And balances it out with a 12 on the d12 for 19 points of damage for a total of 27 from Irrigan. And he says, I think he's going to probably hit me pretty hard.
Yeah.
Sliver.
I wish I could see Miss Ashrina. Because I would cast
You can roll
greater
for it.
I would cast greater invisibility on you. Instead, I cast greater invisibility on Kid. And I back up a few feet, and as I do, I say, "How many pebbles lie on the floor of this chamber?"
I
Understand
don't
what I'm
know.
doing? Damn it.
That's all right. That's okay. Because technically, we now have a task that has arisen out of one of our questions. This is why Garrett chuckled. He's like, oh, that's how
Ashrina.
Great. Ashrina's gonna rage, and then she'll
I like
take a
to
step
imagine Ashrina's
here.
rage is less like anger raging, but just like you done fucked up. Like it's a cool rage.
It's a lot of this motherfucker always gonna fucking ruin my goddamn shit.
If rage had a somatic component, that's what it would be. This motherfucker.
This bitch right
Um,
here.
And then is
That's funny.
okay. So I am going to reckless attack because why not? And then with the rapier, that's a natural 20.
Nice.
Dang.
I will put on that. sweet sneak attack, and I am just going to run this rapier right through his.
Thigh muscle.
Ow!
For 48 points of damage.
Jesus. So blood spurts everywhere out of him. Make an insight check, Justice Rena, as you're up close to him and you do this.
Okay. How about a natural 1?
For a 1.
For a 1.
Amazing. That's amazing.
Excellent.
She's raging. There's no insight.
I can't see shit.
There's blood all in your eye. You can't see shit. All right.
That's fine.
Do you have a question in your rage?
Well, I had one and it just fell out of my brain. What is your goal infiltrating the class? And then I'm gonna fuck off and I'm gonna fuck off and use my bonus action to hide.
He says to destroy your organization from within. Of course.
15 for my stealth.
Okay.
Is this rock right here that I ran behind? It's like a stalag, the one that comes out of the bottom?
Correct.
How high?
Did you really just say stalag, the one that comes out of the bottom?
Yep, I can never remember.
G is stalactite for ground.
That one's probably about 4 feet high.
Fuck. Okay. Okay. What can you do? And that's my turn.
Rurik.
So Rurik steps between these rocks, and you can tell he's looking down and meticulously pointing and counting in his head as he walks. He takes another step, and he keeps counting. He takes another step. How do you define a pebble in compared to a rock in this place? And I'm going to cast Lightning Bolt.
He gives a very textbook definition of a pebble and a rock. So he gives you your answer.
DC 16 dex save.
Oh, he definitely fails that.
Do I just have him targeted? I didn't check.
Yes.
Target. Yes. Okay. I offer you 8d6 of zappy 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 for 36 points of damage.
So many 5.
You may also make an insight check as that lightning bolt hits into him.
Ooh, that's a skill I'm actually good at. 15?
Yeah, he's so happy.
Wait, is this an insight or a perception check?
No, it's insight. His smile keeps getting bigger the more damage he takes.
Oh, that's not good at all. Okay. And then Rurik goes back. I lost count. 1, 2, 3. Okay, proceed. He's counting the pebbles. Because he's curious.
Kid.
Who is now invisible.
Yeah, well, that would work if he didn't have true sight.
Bummer.
Which is why the disguise self also doesn't work.
Right. So he doesn't have advantage on this attack, but he will get sneak if he hits. Rapier. Oh, why did that roll twice?
No.
It doesn't give him advantage
him
to be invisible, does he? No.
No, that I'm looking on the combat tracker. I don't see anything on him or on the devil that would give him advantage. That's weird.
Well, he's invisible. Invisible would give him advantage.
Oh, he's invisible.
Oh.
That's right.
Well, he's
So-
he's got other people helping him.
But he wouldn't have advantage, but both rolls were under, so it doesn't matter. He missed.
Yeah.
And he will not stay there because
Why would you?
he does not want to get hit.
Toph, I'm very angry at you.
What did she do?
Knocked my bowl of grapes on the ground.
Ooh.
Make sure she doesn't eat them. They're toxic to animals.
Yeah. I don't allow grapes in my house. Well, I can probably have them now. But for a while I didn't allow grapes in the house because of the dogs.
So he turns and looks at Urigen. Lifts his hellish looking morning star off of his shoulder. Rears back for a big swing.
Counterspell?
Or hasn't come to my turn yet.
Gets a 32.
It's an attack. You can't counterspell that.
But I can do the protection, but I can't
Oh.
because it's a reaction.
Oh, there's a grape I missed. Ooh, that was squishy.
Second attack. $23 will hit. And he just slams into Urigen again. Urigen's got blood coming out of his face. And he's also holding his ribs. You heard a few of them crunch and crack.
Mm-hmm.
Garrick.
Yeah. Let's do.
You did notice that time his wounds did not close.
All right. I'm going to be a jerk. And I'm going to say, instead of asking him a question this time, I'm going to say, you are not to move from that spot. And then I cast Moonbeam where he's standing.
Okay.
There we go.
Moonbeam's a 5-foot sphere,
Yes.
isn't it?
It basically covers him.
Right.
And gets nobody else.
And gets nobody else. And immediately you target him. Oops, I untargeted him. $15 is the number you need.
Yeah, he got 27.
Okay, he takes half. It's fine. But it is radiant, so 3.
Okay.
And since I cast a spell, I do not have any cantrips. I don't believe I have anything I can do as a bonus, but let me double check. I think everything I have is actions, so that's fine. Nope. Maybe we had. There it is. Proficiency bonus. My proficiency bonus is a 4. So I will use as a bonus action, I will touch my holy symbol and pull back a 2nd level spell.
Okay.
Harness divine power. That's it. I'm done after that.
Manifesting right next to Urigen as he swings is a spectral wolf.
Cool.
That's
That's
right.
awesome.
I forgot. actually that
What'd you forget?
I forgot that we actually gave Irrigan a stat block.
Oh, is
And
this
he's-
Irrigan's wolf?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And he hits with a 25 for 16 points of damage. Second attack. 23 for another 15 points of damage.
Hell yeah.
And you'll notice that the devil looks completely covered in blood and wounds.
Does he still seem to be happy about taking this damage?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Sliver.
Okay, I call out to him. Hexalante, what's the best way to get you to calm down and just answer questions? Does he answer me?
Yeah, he says, well, if all but one of you want to come up and get slaughtered, and then the last one can ask me the questions.
Can I be last?
And I
Sure.
say, very matter of factly, whatever you do, don't kill him.
All right, then. Fudge. All right, I'm going to do a vicious mockery at him.
Okay.
I'm going to say, your mother was an ice devil, you dirty bitch. Everybody hates ice devils.
True.
I think I got him targeted. Yeah.
You have kid targeted as well.
All right.
There you go.
Okay, coming. Here we go. Here we go. Vicious mockery. Yes. With disadvantage because he resists all magic, probably.
With advantage, so he got a 20 on the die, which is a 27, so he succeeds.
God.
Anything else?
Run a little bit farther away.
Okay. Ashrina.
All right. Gonna run up. And I'm gonna reckless attack him. And as I'm slicing through him with the rapier, so how do we kill you for good? Like no send back to home, just straight dead.
Come visit me at home.
No, I don't want to. Oh, I need to roll that with 25?
That will hit.
BA. For 21 points of damage.
So your rapier goes into his chest. He smiles, and as you pull it out, he just dissolves into smoke and flame.
Sorry.
That's what he wanted. That's why he was happy. He wasn't going to follow our instructions. I
I mean, you can
Well,
just call him
see?
back.
You call that the beta test.
think you can only
No,
do
not
that
to do next time.
once a day.
Yeah, but I mean,
We have two others.
we've learned. I was gonna say we can call somebody else.
Can
Garrett,
you guys
maybe
stop moving? The pebbles keep shifting.
that
Stop
question
counting.
wasn't for you.
I'm
But
sorry.
it was interesting.
It was about rocks.
It's about rocks.
You're going to be glad I didn't ask the other one I had in mind. Well, okay, Garrick, you're going to have to write this stuff down. We need to be really specific.
Yeah. It's been a while since the training, since the teachings. I've never actually done this in the field.
So maybe just tell him to stay in one spot We back away and but he can
We have
cast
to we
spells.
have to specify that nobody will be hurting anyone else, obviously.
Yeah. How do they get back here when we like he just dissolved and went back to Avernus? How do they get back here?
I'm guessing this Tully person, or whoever his representative is, just calls him back when they need him.
Just says his name.
However, we do have a problem. The next time he's called, he now knows we know, and Myriad is going to be more vigilant because he's definitely going to tell them what we're doing.
What do you think the Myriad offered him? I mean, what's their side of the? What do they have to pay these guys? Because we could pay him more.
That's going to be one of the things we need to ask the next one we bring in. Is we understand you have contracts with the Myriad. Well, problem is what I know of devils. It's difficult for them to break their contracts because they do follow them as much to the letter as possible. So if they have a signed contract with another organization, it's going to be very difficult for us to offer them anything that will make them feel comfortable in breaking that, because as much as they are what they are, they're pretty good at following their own contracts.
Could we just summon one and tell him go kill Tully and that's that?
Maybe, maybe not. If the contract they have with Tully specifically says they cannot do harm to him, then us telling him that, I think, might cause a conundrum.
But
yeah.
But what if? Okay, hear me out.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
One of them just went home to Avernus.
Correct.
What if we get another one and we tell him, go to Avernus and kill that one? And then we summon the 3rd one and tell him to go to Avernus and kill that one. Then there's only one left.
Do they have to be on their home hell to die? Like, what if
Yes.
they're not all from Avernus?
I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. We could summon the other 2 and tell them to team up to go kill the other one.
Can they
that would get rid of
Can
more
they
of
just pop back to hell when they want to? Maybe they can't get back without some sort of spell.
What do I know about that, Scott? What does Garrick know about that?
So you
how,
would
how
know
freely can they move between the planes?
It depends on their powers and whatnot. They possibly have magics that are similar to plane shift,
Okay.
Or they have minions that can do it for them,
Right.
kind of thing, which is often the case. So most of them that don't have that ability will have made deals with other devils that can send them places. It's possible that people here are summoning them,
Right.
either normally or with their true names, but nothing is. He indicated he made a deal with Tully.
Right. Right.
Which does not indicate that Tully knows his real name.
Right.
Because they do not like to make those kind of long-term deals with people who have that much control over them.
Sure. All right. So when the next one's called in, we add in the addendum. There will be no harm done to anyone in either direction, because the last thing we want to do is hurt them and send them back to where they came from and basically free them of what we just did.
What if we just say carte blanche, like you have to do everything we say? And then we can just tell them to sit still or throw your weapons down or...
No casting spells unless we tell you to.
Right.
And only the spells we tell you to cast.
I don't know. I wish I were smarter about this stuff. I wish the master had... But who knew this would come up? God. I really
Honestly,
would...
The best way you mentioned getting them to betray the Myriad. The only way we could possibly do that is if we got to see the terms of the contract they signed with the Myriad.
We could have them write them in fire on the wall.
Because if there's something legally that we can get around to make their contract null and void so they could listen to us and not feel tied to their previous contract, that would be a lot easier, but we don't know whether that's a thing. And please, like I said, I've got the training, but I've never done this in the field. So anybody who can think outside the box better than me, please speak up.
I'm more of an inside the box guy.
I don't know about that. The thing is, Rurik, your brain works in a way that's completely different than what I'm used to people who I would consider like I normally work with have a way that their thought process works. Yours is completely different, and I think that might actually help us here.
Aragon goes, I don't think in boxes or out of boxes. I don't fit in most boxes.
That's true too.
But I am a bit bloody, so I'm going to take a rest over here for a while.
Please.
If that devil can come straight back.
Short rest if you need it.
Okay, then I'll play Song of Rest.
I was gonna walk over to Aragon and hit him with a 3rd level Cure Wounds as well.
Go ahead, because he's down hit dice already.
Yeah, 15 points of healing.
Okay.
All right. 1d8. I'll roll a d8, and you guys all get 7 points if you need them.
If you spend a hit die.
Well, he is, so. I'm rolling shit again. Oh my god, I rolled 2 1s in a row on d12s.
That's poor rolling.
I'm not.
He is out of hit die and he still has 6 hit points of damage.
Oh, man.
I'll top him off with lay on hands.
All right.
I'll pat him on the shoulder.
Was anyone else hit?
It looks like a few of you have a few.
I had 3 hit points of damage coming into this fight, and I still do, so I'm fine.
I had 5. You're worried about it? I'm okay. Just a little, you
right.
know, like stub my toe.
2. Okay.
Do we have like an idea of where this Tully person is? Could we just like fuck
I don't think
off
we
with
have any
the,
idea.
We should find out. That should be one of the questions we ask next, because then we can just fucking stop with the devils and go straight to the source, figure it out, you know, nip it in the butt.
You know what we could do? We could find out where he is or she is and wait 24 hours, call all 3 devils to where Tully is and have them kill him.
Well, like you said, if they have a contract that says they can't hurt him, then it may not work.
I guess this is the religion check, Scott. If I know a devil's true name, does what I tell them supersede what they have in writing in a contract with someone else?
You cannot make them void a contract by doing that.
Okay. That's what I figured.
Okay, so maybe before we do this next one, and now we have an idea of what to say to make them just be quiet and give us answers. What do we want to know?
I want to know where Tully is.
Where is Tully?
Who is Tully, dude? Maybe they have known more about them just that
Well,
name. Because
yeah,
here's the thing. I can't be the only person who, when I hear the name Tully, go, sure, that's what everybody calls them, but they probably have a different name that other people know them as when they're in the light, as it were.
But they might not know that. I mean, I guess you can ask.
They might not, but yeah, it wouldn't hurt to ask.
How about describe Tully?
Kid goes,
describe Tully's true...
Kid goes, what if someone described you, Sliver?
Well, these guys have true sight. They can see what he really looks like, right?
That's
I mean,
fair.
we could ask about height, hair color, gender.
Right,
You know,
but Tully might not look like that. We don't have true sight.
Yeah.
Oh.
True.
Maybe
Okay.
Simon can help
All
with
right.
that.
Probably
Okay.
could.
So forget what Tully is. Tully surrounded. Like how many bodyguards does Tully have? Maybe Tully's not the right angle here. Maybe like questions such as, how do we get rid of the fucking Myriad once and for all?
Well, I mean, usually
Just
killing
ignore
the whole ringleader of an organization puts the whole organization into a downward spiral, and then
Yeah, but maybe somebody will
everything
just
falls
step right
apart.
up. What
Do
if
we have anybody within the clasp other than the ones that are standing in this room that we feel we can trust, or is the fact that these devils are now be able to impersonate whoever they want kind of take that out of our toolbox?
I think
Kind of
so.
can't trust anybody but us.
Yeah. Irrigan, what do you think? Is there anyone that we can trust absolutely if these devils are...
Well, you saw him change into all of us.
Yeah.
However, didn't you guys mention you could tell a presence of a devil?
Yes.
Right.
So here's the question.
So you go find someone you trust and you check.
Who would you
There's magic
recommend
around
us?
that.
What'd you say?
There's magic that can get around that. She can do it.
She can do what?
Non-detection. It's a spell.
I've got it.
Oh, that's right. I forget
So-
about that.
If
Here's
the
the thing, though: is what if it's not magical? What if it's supernatural? Wouldn't that bypass that?
I don't know. Is it divining?
Yeah, but it's
Then
like
it doesn't
but
matter.
it's divine sense, but it's not a divination magic. I don't believe. That's the only reason I'm asking. I'm just trying to cover all our bases.
Man, that makes it really hard. Rurik, how would you find these devils and root them out?
Well, I mean, we can always ask Simon if he has some sort of true sight glasses or something like that.
We need to move fast because Red Rust, or his other name,
Red Rum.
Excellente.
is definitely going to tell who he works for at the Myriad what we've done.
Yeah.
Most of the magic that the Ashari taught me were around elementals, not really infernal
Okay.
stuff.
Pretend one of these guys was an elemental. How would you find them? How would you isolate them? How would you eliminate them?
I mean, it depends on the elemental.
Yeah.
Plus, he already told us we cannot eliminate him without going to hell. Like,
well, do we
can
need to go to
only-
Avernus and chase him
I
down?
am going to not go to Avernus for as long as I possibly can.
So you guys would know, just rules clarification, you guys would know that non-detection will not block divine sense.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, because all it does is detect the presence of them. It doesn't identify them.
And it is not technically a divination magic.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right.
So, Irrigan, who within the clasp that is high enough to make a difference were we to tell them this should we go to first so that they can, I don't know if putting up the alarm is a good way to put it, but at least make it known so that people can be vigilant.
Well, that's tricky, see, because chances are if they're taking if these kind of creatures are involved, they're likely taking the place of the higher ups.
Agreed. Absolutely agreed. Do you know anybody? Kid, what about you? You work in the shadows. Do you know anybody who may be off the books who is in the know?
It's like off the books. I mean,
You know what I mean. It's just he works for the Clasp, but he's like not his name isn't written down anywhere, so nobody can like trace him and plausible deniability and all that. That's a bow.
everybody I know is, has direct lines up the chain.
Oh, sure.
Says I've done the most work for Spiraling Warren.
Mm-hmm.
Can
Do
we
we have
start?
sending? Does somebody have sending?
I've got these stones.
Yeah.
He's still holding both of them. Yes. Yes.
We've never given the sending stones to anybody else.
Kid walks up to you and snatches one out of your hand.
I've got this stone.
And he walks over and hands it to Ashrita.
Okay, what about this? What if we go straight, Kid, can we get to the spiraling? And if he's not one of them, we get him filled in and we activate. We spread the word. We start rooting through everybody to find them. And that's a starting place, maybe?
I can get us in with the spiraling. That's not a problem.
I think it's a good way to start. We don't want to go to somebody who is highly visible, if you know what I mean. We need
Well,
to
the
keep
spiralings
this
are invisible most
right.
of the time.
I think the farther we can keep this from the surface of what we're doing, it'll take longer for the Myriad to pinpoint what we're up to, even if they have an idea of what we're up to.
So, listen, we already knew Tully Deserum was the leader of the Myriad. We haven't really learned shit.
No, agreed.
What do we really need to know from summoning these guys? Maybe the spiraling will know. But what if he's one of them?
We can tell.
I know, but what if he's one of them?
Then
Then the
kill
real
him.
spiraling is gone.
Yes, but then we can kill him to send him back to where he came from and continue our search.
Yeah, but that doesn't do anything except give us a few hours respite.
It's more than we would have otherwise.
That's true, because now we're fudged. We've turned on the timer.
Mm-hmm.
Irrigan says, we need to know their bigger plan.
Agreed.
Well, the bigger plan other than destroying the Clasp?
That doesn't seem like an end result that you'd call in 3 devils from another plane for. There has to be bigger things afoot.
That doesn't mean that they've told the devils, though, right? Like, because I asked them what their purpose was with the Myriad.
Infiltrate.
And they said to infiltrate and take down the Clasp from within. So that doesn't...
It's possible they know why they're doing it, and we never asked them that. It's just another question. They're going to answer the question as directly and succinctly as possible without giving us any more information than required by the question we ask. We have to be very specific in what we ask them. And if we don't get the information we want from the initial question, then we ask a follow-up.
Well, are we calling in another one, or what are we doing?
I'm torn because...
Urtok.
What?
Well,
you just called him? Oh, shit.
Which one did you call?
I called Urtok.
Which one was that?
Arachnar Oravog.
Well, I guess that answers our question.
What was the other one that you didn't call that you haven't met?
The last one
Carneros.
is Carneros, who is Valamarg the White.
Okay.
You would know
So
this
you-
if you looked at the Google Doc.
You
I
did
actually have
Kartog, right?
We have a Google Doc?
I hate you so much. I did Urtok, which is Arachnar Oravog.
His name worries me.
I bet he's a spider.
That's my guess. Yeah, that's my guess. Yeah.
All right. Pause.
And now
while the-
Justin,
pause,
as Rurik, gets to make the terms.
Oh boy. All
pause
right.
while the
Well, I'm
DM
out of
gets your Shit
rages.
together.
Oh my gosh. So I know this is all happening instantly.
Wait a
as soon as
second.
you say Urtok.
You already called him, didn't you?
Yeah. But we never figured out exactly. Okay. Did we? All right. I guess it's just going to be entirely up
I was gonna say it doesn't really
to
matter.
Rurik. When I hear him do that, I am running to the back of the cave again.
All right.
I'm just gonna, re-roll my stealth. Oh, just kidding.
Ugh.
Well, still a 15.
It happened too fast. Poof. Urtok is there. Hey, why weren't they on our plane? If they were infesting, if they were infiltrating, why wasn't Hexalanthe on our plane? Is that a good question?
Day off, maybe.
Well, you said it out loud, so this conversation is
Never happened.
not really happening, right?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Scott wasn't prepared for that.
No, I was not.
Chaos!
Oh boy.
Scott was ready for another hour and a half of us not knowing what to do.
Pretty much.
Just sitting here
I mean, that's normal though.
talking in circles.
Well, what's our team name, guys? Did we ever come up with one? Are we going with Truck Nuts?
Should be Team Toxin Circles.
All right. What's this one's true name?
Urtok.
Urtok.
Spell it.
ERTOCH.
Right. All right.
Maybe Urtoch.
Urtok is right.
Well, I spelled them all the way they sound, and they're all wrong.
All right. So standing next to Rurik, bamfing in is Urtok.
Oh, that thing's horrifying. That is significantly worse than the.
But it could kill Excelente though. Oh,
It's a
no.
Dorgan.
Who calls my name?
I call
Rurik.
him Rurik.
What terms do you offer?
I'm Rurik. That's Garrick. That's Ashrina. That's Kid. That's Sarsaparilla Silvertongue.
Why does he get his bacon? God damn.
And
Arrogant raises his hand.
that's the muscle. I need you to stand in that exact spot and not bring any harm or magically influence me or any of the other humanoids in this room. and answer any question presented to you by me or any of the other humanoids in this room. Answer them truthfully and to the best of your ability. Please?
Go do a.
How many questions?
All of them.
You're already
So, guys,
negotiating the terms of the deal. I
put the fire
gave
flag
you
on. Go.
1,004.
I didn't know any better. I'd say it was a wrestling reference, but I know it's not.
One question for every pebble that was in that square.
1,004 it is. Begin!
What plane are you from?
1 second.
What's your mother's name?
I get 1,000 of these, Scott.
Martha.
How many devilings do you have?
I reside in Cania. I
And then we just
serve
cut-
Mephistopheles.
Okay. That's the cold one, isn't it? That's Dan asking.
I think so.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we just came from there.
Are you working?
We should go back.
Maybe
Are
someday.
you working with Red Rust in your mission to infiltrate the Clasp?
No.
Are you working with Hexalante in your mission to infiltrate the Clasp?
I do not know who that is.
Oh, they don't know each other's names. That's interesting.
Are you working with Tully
His eyes
Desaram?
narrow when you say that.
Are you working with Tully Desaram to infiltrate the Clasp?
No.
Who do you work for? To infiltrate the Clasp?
I am not tasked with infiltrating the Clasp.
What is
What
your
is your job?
To get the amulet.
What amulet?
information?
He says, there is an amulet kept by an elf. I am to retrieve it.
What's it do?
It contains a powerful dimensional space.
Oh, interesting. Are you getting that amulet for Tully?
You keep saying that name like I should know it.
Who tasked
I do not
you
know
with
who-
finding this amulet?
Mephistopheles.
Oh no.
What is this elf's name? What is the elf's name you're looking for?
Surprise, the Myriads are by Mephistopheles.
Wouldn't shock me.
The elf goes by the name of Zorhana Adulare.
Were you already on this plane of existence when you were just summoned?
Yes.
Were you in disguise or in this form that we see?
If it was not in this form, I would be hunted.
True.
What were you disguised as?
And he changes shape into Lou.
Oh no. Do you have to kill somebody to take? What have you done with Lou? The person who you are disguised as?
I did nothing to this creature.
How long
Oh,
have you been
shit.
impersonating
Holy
him?
shit.
For a few weeks.
We just saw him, didn't we?
Yeah.
I just sent my mom to his shop.
Yes, you did.
How are you at designing outfits? Are you any
Well,
good?
well, the consequences of our actions.
Just trying to get my mom a date, and instead I'm gonna get her murdered by a demon.
He says, I am terrible at making outfits.
Are you working with the Myriad at all?
No.
Do you know what Mephistopheles wants with the amulet? Like what he wants to do with that special extra planar space? Dimension, whatever it's called?
I do not deem to ask of my superior what they want from me.
What's your favorite kind of rock?
That kind. And he points at one across the way.
Granite. Nice.
The elf that he mentioned, do I recognize the name at all? Sort of.
Give me a history check.
Yeah, no, it's a 4.
Where are you supposed to look for Jorhana Aldere?
She is hosting a grand gala at her home
When?
at the winter solstice.
Do you have any accomplices?
Just my minions.
How many minions? Suck it, Scott.
No, that's a good question. That is a real good question.
What are their names?
Minion 1 through 40.
Bob the first, Bob the
I
second.
was gonna say it's Mephit 1, Mephit 2.
Got me digging into another book.
No, not another book. Also, are they disguised? Just since you're thinking about it anyways, Mr. Mr. Talk.
Mhm.
If his minions are what kind of minions do you have? Because if they're imps, they're just invisible.
I can summon bearded devils, barbed devils, and Irenes.
Fudge.
Come on, Irene.
They're nothing like that, Irene.
What are you weak against?
Ooh. Hmm.
Kind of hard hitting.
Nothing.
That was a Justin
Loneliness.
question, not a Rory question.
Loneliness.
It's killing me.
The distaste of others.
I have no innate weaknesses, except for those who know my name.
Yeah, sucks to be you.
987.
Minions?
Continue.
That's a lot of fucking minions.
No, that's questions.
Oh.
What'll your plan be when this summoning is over? What do you plan to do?
Go back to retrieving the amulet as I was tasked.
Where exactly were you when you were summoned?
At brunch.
Try to pull you away from your mimosa.
What were you having?
Eggs.
All right. Marit, hold on.
From some animal or other.
Come here. Everybody, come here for a second. Don't ask him any questions right now. Just come here. Now, he's held here until we ask 1004 questions or 24 hours, correct?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't we just leave him here and go try to find the elf ourselves? He can't leave.
And we're out of questions for him?
No, but if we don't ask all 1004, he can't leave.
We're not going
Stuck
to
here.
ask all 1004. Yeah, it's a good idea. I like
just-
it, but
I just don't want to spend more time. I mean, yeah, we get information we can from him, and then use the rest of the time that he is out of commission, as it were. Well, you mentioned winter solstice. How far away is that?
You would know that is in 2 days.
Awesome. So here's what I think. How often can we call them?
Once a day.
It's once a day. So the morning of the gala, we call all three of them at the same time and have them just stand in a room while we go make sure that the gala goes off
I'm
without a
dead.
hitch.
Stand here and Spider-Man point.
Right in
Correct. That is correct.
And do nothing but Spider-Man point.
Correct. No fighting, no asking questions of each other.
No talking.
Do you have any active current contracts with anybody either living in or associated with the city of Amon?
No.
Okay.
That was Scott thinking, not him.
Well,
are you telling the truth every time?
he has to.
Too.
Yes. And
I
he says that
still-
disdainfully.
Irrigan, are you familiar with this elf that he's talking about?
No.
Let me see. I'm sure Aragon has history, right?
Doubtful.
With a +1. With an 8. Nope, never heard of her.
Okay.
We just got free information. It's a her.
No, he gave her the name. Oh, I
The
guess
name doesn't necessitate gender.
Sure. I thought he said lady, blah, 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 blah. Which
Well,
is,
Irrigan
Probably just
said
answered.
her, but he's not
There's a
necessarily
lot of things
correct.
that happen.
no, he would have said Lady Zorhana Adular.
Okay.
Got it. Hey, Urtuk, what happens
Kid
if
says, I bet I know someone who knows her. I bet we all do.
The head of the museum is who I was thinking of. If she's got these
No.
pieces that, who then?
Who was he pretending he was?
Lou, but yeah, I mean that's the first place we should check. But if he's replaced Lou, we don't know where the real Lou is.
Do you know where Lou is?
No.
Oh.
So
okay.
we've met Zarhana before. We all know this person.
No.
No.
Oh,
Not at
Where's
all.
Zorhana's house?
She has many homes. One is in Naman.
Where is the gala taking place?
In her home in the Feywild.
What happens if you?
Asked.
Yeah, what happens if
Kids
you?
like, motherfucker. More planar travel? I did not sign up for this shit. I like it here in Amman.
We'll get a frequent flyer pass.
What happens if you don't get the amulet on the winter solstice?
I will have to suffer Mephistopheles' punishment for 1001 year.
Oh, what's
Is
the
that-
punishment?
Is that bad?
He will take me apart piece by piece each day and put me back together.
That's rough, buddy.
I would like to avoid that.
Yeah, I bet.
Seems like he gets
If you
tired.
ask quicker, I can go get access to this gala.
Are you married?
No.
Oh. How does that make you feel?
He says, I have no emotions towards others.
No, buddy. There's not a nice devil man or woman that you're interested in settling down with? It's a lonely life.
I do not need the companionship of others.
I want to try something. I'm going to say, is there anything that you appreciate or like or even love?
I love inflicting pain.
We should bring back that other guy.
I'm going to play a song for him and see if I'm going to try to persuade him to like my song. Just to like it. I can either...
While he's
Well,
doing this,
I'll
turn
let
to
you
Kid.
decide. I just want to see if I can make him think outside the box in a different way. Like all of a sudden there is something that he's not familiar with and he has to consider it.
Okay.
So I sit down on a rock and as people are asking questions, I just start picking at some notes, and I start playing a quiet song and singing some words and weaving his name into it.
Okay.
That's not going to make him enjoy it.
Well, it's going to be how great he is and stuff like that. Also his fake name, which is Araknar Orvarog. So
you're using both names or just the fake name?
I'll use both.
Okay. And you're trying to make a persuasion check with this?
Either that or performance, just to make him consider this is something new. I might like this.
Give me a performance check, and then we'll do the persuasion afterwards.
Okay. $29.
So it is an amazing song that you craft. That takes away the disadvantage from using his true name in the song that I was going to impose on the persuasion check. So give me a flat persuasion.
Okay. 31.
He, by the end of the song, you give me an insight check.
Sure. 21.
You definitely think you got through to him. He is doing his utmost to not show it.
I look around to see if you guys notice.
Oh, Arrogant's weeping. Like, the song was beautiful.
But I want to see if the rest of you guys notice that I've almost corrupted this demon. I've made him care about something that wasn't in his entire universe.
Well,
Can we use
been
that?
I've been stating here asking questions about his love life.
I'm wondering about his eggs.
Oh, the breakfast eggs. I was like,
Not that he lays eggs
you know,
or has
hey,
them inside his body somewhere.
I don't know. Sheena doesn't know anything about devils. They could lay eggs. Oh man. Um, listen. I think we've got everything that potentially could enact on at this very moment. We probably have more questions for you. Sorry, sir. Um, you seem to have liked the song, though. Did you like the song?
It was interesting.
You want to get a wife? Or husband? No judgment. I'm gay.
I'm not interested in companionship.
But you weren't interested in music a minute ago either.
Yeah, Mr. Overog, the reason I played that is to show you that there are things that anyone can learn and experience that can change them. And if this little moment has changed you and made you appreciate anything at all about this song, maybe there are thousands of other things that you could appreciate if you knew more about them, if you took the time, if you weren't fully focused on maiming and destroying and causing pain.
Perhaps you will accompany me home and we can play your song for my master.
Perhaps one day I would have to be more than I am now. I'm just a mere...
That is not true. The song was beautiful. You should feel very proud of your abilities.
May I use that quote in my next flyer?
Don't use his
I
real
won't
name.
use your real name. I'll just say,
I would
Arakna-
appreciate that.
yeah,
But
everybody
then
will
I
know
would
that.
have to kill everybody at your show.
Right. I'll just say Mr. Overog says.
When is your next show?
It's pretty soon. How can I let you know? I'll tell you what. You just look for the flyer with your name on it, and it'll tell you right where to come.
Your fake name.
Yeah.
Do you plan on killing us?
Well, yes, you have my real name.
Good to know.
How would you kill us?
Oh, how would I kill you? Oh, I can talk for hours on that. First, I would make sure that you were all bitten and clawed, and this tail hurts quite a bit when I swing it. All of those things, yes. That is
Yes,
where I
but
would
then
start.
you'd never
Then I
hear
would bring
music
fire
again.
down on you.
Ooh.
Impressive.
You wouldn't be able
Lightning
to hear music
well.
again.
That's true, but you have power over me and I cannot sustain that.
Well, if you don't come after us, if you just leave us be, we won't say your name anymore. If
I
you do
cannot
come
trust
after us,
you, I cannot trust
What-
you to not wield that power again. You used it already.
What if we arranged a way to magically remove memory of your true name from our brains so that we could not use it again?
And how would I know that it worked?
That's a good question.
see,
If I
if
said
you
your true name and asked you to scratch my back, would you?
Yes.
Rick?
I don't like that.
Rick? I don't think you want to go down that path. Just
well, here's the thing. Has it been so there's a couple points I'd like to make, if you don't mind. You're here to listen.
I am here to answer questions.
It hasn't been terrible for you. I've just given you a gift of something you've never experienced before, and it was nice. You said you loved it. You said it was wonderful. So
That
it
is
hasn't
true.
been all bad.
For that, I will kill you last.
Well, you see, next time we see you, next time you're anywhere near us because we can sense your presence, we'll just say your name again. If you don't agree not to kill us, we'll just keep saying your name and making you sit still.
He
And
leans down and stares at you. You can sense my presence.
of course.
That's a lie.
Is it? Garrett can.
You can't.
Oh well, I'm speaking for the us.
Okay.
He doesn't know that's a lie.
That's what I'm asking. Are you
Oh, do you-
lying to him?
I mean, I'm saying that we can. If he's asking specifically if I can,
Yes.
I can deceive him. Yeah, of course we can. Yeah, I can sense your presence.
Give me a deception check.
That's a 20.
Interesting. Most humans are not capable of such abilities.
Yeah, we really don't want to discomfort you and take you out of whatever you're doing anymore. I'm just
You
saying
can
that.
always release me from this silly, inane questioning.
Well, here's the another problem we have. Someone is infiltrating our organization,
Order of Souls or
and I could tell you his real name. It is a greater devil like you are. I could tell you his real name, and he is changing his appearance to try to tear our organization apart because he's working for a rival organization, and we don't like it. And so the only reason we called you over is because somebody told us that you were doing the same thing. We don't need to talk to you again. However, what if I told you who this guy was, this other devil, gave you his real name? Would that make you happy? Wouldn't that give you power over him? And he's a big deal.
It would give me power over him, yes.
Could you destroy him if you had his name?
Yes.
And then if we did that, you would just leave us alone forever because we've given you a huge gift. How about that?
You still will know my name and can use it in the future, and I cannot have that.
Well,
Not
if
too
I
bad.
did, I'd just call you up to play a little song. That would be all. We'd just hang out for a few minutes.
Not if we wrote it into a contract that we couldn't.
Ooh, good one.
You would make a deal with me.
Nope.
Kid's right there with you. He's like, nope.
Perhaps. I'm not going to commit to something like that, but there are bigger things at play here that, not to, that's the word I'm looking for, diminish your importance or your role in what you're doing. But the reason we called you here was for something that apparently you do not have any involvement in. So we do not have quarrel with you, as odd as that sounds.
My involvement in anything only stems from my master.
Right.
Except for killing another devil with a lot of power. You would do that on your own, right?
Only if the master wanted me to.
Oh, interesting.
A minute. Why did our contact have this one's name if it was not involved in the process of what he was talking about?
Yeah. That's a good question.
Make a Arcana or Religion check as you ponder that.
Zero, 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 zeros across the board.
19.
3.
10.
Moment.
It's. Mhm.
10.
So, Garrick, it occurs to you as you ponder that it is likely pieces of a puzzle being pulled by one puppet master. And that some may know about others and some may know how pieces of this puzzle connect and others may not.
So basically, what I think is, even though this devil isn't necessarily directly involved in infiltrating the Clasp, whatever he's involved in, the macro of what he's involved in eventually helps lead to the same result as what everybody else.
Correct.
Got it.
Can I? Okay, here's another question.
Correct. I mean, that's assuming
Mhm.
that is based on your understanding of devils, as well as your belief that Sliver's master knew what the fuck he was doing
Right.
by getting these 3 names.
Sure. Okay. Does make me wonder what the other one is up to then.
How, if we sent you somehow back to your home plane, how quickly could you return here?
I could return quite quickly.
So, if, let's say, we had a greater devil right here and we killed it and it went back to its plane, it could be back here within the hour? Like in minutes? Or would it take a
If
day?
it had access to the proper spells or someone who could cast those spells, my master would send me back.
Sure. Okay. Now, would you prefer... Oh, can you go back to your plane whenever you want, or do you have to have someone cast that spell?
Someone must cast it or summon me.
Got it.
You
So if
said
we...
you've been impersonating Lou for the last few weeks. Have you been here longer than that, perhaps impersonating someone else?
Oh, I impersonated a few people to get to know where I had to go to find access to someone who had access to this elf.
How long have you been on this plane?
Probably 60 cycles.
I mean, days?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you like it here? Did you enjoy your brunch?
No, it is terrible here. All the food is wet.
What would you prefer to eat?
Flesh?
Well, that's wet.
I say, isn't the interior of flesh wet?
Not when I'm done with it. And his eyes kind of flame up a little bit.
Barbecue.
Well,
Got it.
a well done steak is just burnt.
It's true.
Potato,
Okay.
potato.
Well, I believe, Garrick, you're probably correct. We need to go deliver a quick message.
Yeah. And we need to find out how to reach this.
Hey, Mr. Overog, how could we prevent you from coming back and coming after us?
You could kill yourselves.
Other than that, how could we stop you?
It's really rude, my
I
friend.
don't mean to be rude. It's the truth. If you were dead, I wouldn't have to come back after you.
You can't go around telling people to kill themselves. That is so rude.
I meant no offense.
But offense was taken. Your intentions and perception are different things, my friend.
That doesn't change what I would say.
Don't
Yeah,
you
that
know,
makes
master
you feel
social
bad.
justice warrior demon.
He, he is large L lawful.
Has your master ever shared any details with you about why he wants this amulet, or if it's part of a larger plan, or does he keep that kind of close to the chest?
Master says, go get amulet. I go get amulet.
Fair enough.
What does your Hana look like?
Oh. And he describes a pale skin, almost bluish tint elven woman. Beautiful white hair. She is very rich and powerful and dresses the part.
Mhm.
How did she come to possess the amulet?
She stole it.
Who from?
3 sisters.
Which sisters? Who are they? Do you know?
He does know. This is some good questioning, folks. Where is it?
Oh man, I wish we had somewhere to write all this info down.
This is gonna kill us all.
Luckily, someone is writing all this info down.
He says Muriel Malum, Azadora Crane, and Netheria Night Blossom. They are known as the Crestfall Coven.
Mhm.
Say those 3 names again, please.
Yep. Myrel, Myrrel, Malum, Malum. Esadora, Esadora, Crane, Crane, and Netheria, Netheria, Night Blossom.
Isidore Crane is a great name.
It is
And
a
it
great
was
name.
the Crest Coven.
The Crestfall Coven.
Oh, but I bet those sisters stole it from someone else. Anyway,
Do
Do
not.
they also reside in the Feywild?
I do not know their whereabouts.
Okay.
I just know that they once possessed this item that we seek.
Is your Hana a member of the Myriad?
No.
Is your Hana a member of the Clasp?
Former.
Interesting. Do we have an HR department where we could look up our records?
No. That's
We've
Scott
digitized
saying
those.
no. That's not
Yeah.
the devil saying no.
How would you find us if you came back trying to kill us?
I know your names.
Huh.
Do
And
you?
if you came back and you were going to come to my concert and my name is on the poster, you would track me down and kill me before you heard my music?
Maybe after.
Immediately after?
That
Because
might be
what if there were like 20 more concerts coming up? Would you wait until they were all over?
I think that would depend on the first concert, don't you?
Play good or you die.
Very Johnny Depp and Once Upon a Time in Mexico. It's like he eats the pork and then goes back into the kitchen and just kills the chef.
Where are you from? New York over here. All right.
Are we done?
No.
Well, how many questions do we still have?
I believe it's about 913.
We'll be back to ask the rest of them in just a little while.
We'll be back.
Arrogant, any questions for this guy?
Hell no.
Good.
It was a true pleasure. I am really, sincerely, heartfeltedly thanking you for loving my music. It was a pleasure to play for you.
Where are you going?
Just around the corner, down the hall, and over there.
Out
Not
for some
quite
milk.
sure. Yeah. Do you need some milk?
No, I do not
Too wet?
desire milk.
Maybe a grill? Some charcoal briquettes? No. Yeah, we'll be back though. We have more questions. We just don't necessarily have them at the tip of our tongue right now.
So I'm walking out of here.
Okay.
Is anyone else coming?
Not yet. Scott, Dan has a question. The terms we know have been laid out by Rurik. Can they be amended?
No.
Okay.
Unless a contract is made.
Right. Because if somebody else who's not one of us walks into this room, he's free to kill them.
Yes, he is.
As you said, and the humanoids in this room.
Yep.
Oh, wait, I do have one more thing. I'm going to jog back in. All right. Go ahead, Dan.
No, that was all I had to ask. I'm done.
Mr. Overog, last chance. I can give you this other devil's name, and you can let us go. It'll probably move you right up the ranks. I know that you guys are liking that. Last chance.
So in the deal you are offering me is you will hand me a name of another devil, and in exchange, I will not seek retribution on you or your friends.
Yeah, pretty easy, right?
One name for 5 people knowing my name,
Correct.
or
Here's
6 people actually. He says that is not fair.
I wave everybody in on a huddle.
Okay.
What if we tell him that he cannot seek retribution against us unless one of us willingly uses his name? If they do that, then the contract would be broken, and then he would be freely willing or free to seek retribution because we did what
True.
we
That's a
against we did
great
not promise.
idea. And we can give him 2 names if we want to.
We could. We don't know. We don't want to do that yet because we don't know what the other devil's doing here. We
Right.
need to
But
find that out first.
this guy's not going after him immediately. He's got to do his amulet.
So kind of like where you're going though. We tell
Yeah.
him we'll give you one name now.
We can give all of them each other's names.
Exactly, but we tell him we're going to give him one name now, and say, in exchange for not coming after us, unless we willingly use your name again, we agree to give you another name once we have completed our business with you.
Yeah, you cut the deal. You cut the deal. You've got a better idea than me.
Kid says, hold on. You trust Rurik not to blurt out that name again?
By the time this is done, do I trust Rurik? No, but
No offense, Rurik.
that's
None taken.
Didn't
I
think
think-
so.
Rurik. I don't want to put you. I mean, can you remember that
Remember what?
exactly? Okay. I mean, it's a good idea, but unfortunately, it only works if the people
Kid
who
says,
agree to it.
we don't have to make this deal with this creature now.
You're right. We do need to come up with a way to word it, so we have some time to do that. We got to
Well,
make
we
it
have
very
till tomorrow morning when he
Correct.
comes after us.
right. So we need to come
We-
back here.
We just killed one. It wasn't that hard.
Yeah, but if we kill him, he goes back to where he came from, and then he can come back after us immediately.
So we do it
Likely
again.
with reinforcements.
Like, yeah. Especially
we
if he's
do it
working
again.
for Mephistopheles.
Well, let's talk
Hold
about
on.
this outside.
Can you starve to death?
Who are you asking?
I'm asking him. Urquhart.
I don't know.
Can you die of natural causes?
Not here.
Can you move through solid stone?
Uh, depends.
What does it depend on?
The distance to the next available space that is not solid stone.
Do you have to see it?
Yes.
Guys, I have an idea.
Oh god.
I also have an idea.
I'm willing to listen to all of them. And see what we can
I
come
would
up with.
like to encase him in a stone-shaped cage that is completely opaque on all sides and just leave him here.
Can you meld that into the wall and push it deep?
No.
How big of a cage can you make?
Is this guy 10 by 10 or 5 by 5?
10 by 10.
It might take a couple castings.
What about you, Ashrina? What was your idea?
Does every command, so say you use the name, does the commands that we give them only work on this plane, or once they go to a different plane, it stops? Or is it just any command we give in 24 hours?
You asking me or?
I'm asking Urtok. He would know the best.
Oh, he says, I am bound by what was said by the dwarf for 24 hours. It does not matter where I am.
Okay, second question. If given a command, are there any caveats, I guess, to the commands that you wouldn't be able to follow? Like, say someone were to, and I'm not saying I would ever do this to you. I actually really like you. I think we could get you a wife yet. But
Don't want a wife.
say we
Same, brother.
called a devil, said, go back to your plane of existence and kill yourself. Would that?
You cannot make me harm myself.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know, Just needed to clear the air. Good to know.
While she's having this conversation, Rurik is casting Mold Earth, the cantrip, and he's laying bricks around the
Gonna take
devil,
fucking forever.
one brick at a time. Just la la la. He does have proficiency in stonemason's tools, so he's making a nice solid brick wall as he's talking.
You know that has a hardness value and can be broken through.
Justin knows that.
Okay,
Rorik thinks it's a great idea.
gotcha.
I really want to let him go kill the other guy who hates us.
I don't. I'm done with him. He doesn't want a
think-
wife. My services are
think-
rendered useless.
I think once we are done with all three of them, the next chance we have to call them, we give them a command to seek each other out and fight to the death.
All
Because
we
we're not
need to do
asking
is
any-
give them each other's name. They're gonna
Correct.
use it.
Correct. But for now, we need to leave him here. We got things we need to do, and we have got a time frame that we need to figure
Yeah.
out. Because if
I
the
can
gala's
always
in
jog back down here later.
the gala's in two days. We have to figure out a way, one, to get to the Feywild, and two, to locate her house or whatever there.
Maybe
Also,
we could just send a message
to the Feywild.
to her wherever she is.
I mean, she apparently has a house in Amon. I'm sure we could find out like where that is.
Well, ask him right now.
He said he didn't know. He just said he knows she has a house in Amon, but he doesn't know like where.
Oh,
What?
okay. I missed
So
that.
she had many homes, is what he said. We don't know which one she's currently at.
Okay. And we
Um,
also have to talk to kids' contacts.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Well, he's clearly not coming after us yet because Mephistopheles has made it clear he's got to do this before he can do anything else. But right now he's got to sit here for another 23 hours. So I'd say, can we be talking as we're walking away so he can't overhear
Sure.
anything?
The old Aaron Sorkin
Are we
walk and
walk-
talk. Let's do it.
Yeah. I say we go determine if our Clasp leaders are demons or devils. If they're not, we got to fill them in. And then we also contact this Zorhana lady and just let her know what's happening. She's going to be attacked and the amulet's going to be attempted to be stolen by the devils. That's all we have to do is let them know, right?
Yeah.
No.
There's more. Yeah, we don't know what the third devil was tasked with. We don't know
I
yet.
guess we have to find that out too.
We do.
Kids,
We
like,
don't need.
if this amulet is meant to go to Mephistopheles,
Yeah.
I think we need to stop that.
Oh, agreed. But we can't just roll up to a house in the Feywild and be like, "Hey, you need to let us in because somebody's going to steal your amulet."
No, we're going to steal it. It's what we do.
It's
I
true.
fucking love re-robbing.
We're going to steal the
This would be
Declaration of Independence.
re-robbing.
I mean,
Okay,
it's what we do, right?
It is what we do. The only way to
Uh,
protect it is to steal it. So,
Sliver.
How do we
I
how do we
would like
get to the
offer you
Feywild?
some advice from one of your elders. And that's you need to be more confident in yourself and stop shunting responsibility to everyone else. You don't need to just go run to someone else and say, "Okay, my responsibility is gone." No. We can't trust anybody. We need to do this ourselves. And help me lay some brick.
Garrick will help with the bricks.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. That he is
Kid.
underage.
Kid puts his hand up. It's like phrasing. But seriously, all we need is invitations to a gala.
Yeah, but do we know where it's at? All we know is Feywild.
We know someone who probably does.
Yeah.
Lou.
Lou might know.
Lou-de-lo-lian.
There's probably already an invitation at Lou's house.
We can use it to create others that look just like it.
Yeah. But how do you get there? I don't know how to get to a Feywild. Barely even know what it is.
We could ask Simon to get a scroll.
Sliver, have you ever been given an invitation to a party?
Maybe not.
Do you know what's on it?
An address?
Yeah.
But, oh, so you're saying if we have an invitation, we can get there?
Well, I
mean, that's how the
imagine
train works.
if this gentleman was looking for an invitation and impersonating Lou to try to get it, all we have to do is do what he was trying to do. Is get the invitation.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we can
No
try
one
it.
sends you an invitation and says, hope you can figure out how to get to my house.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Mr.
It
Talk,
is Feywild.
do you have the invitation already?
No. I was supposed to get it at brunch.
Oh, from who?
I assume the woman. The elven.
Where were you having brunch? We got to go there.
I'm not good with names.
Did it have an alliteration? Was it the laughing labia?
Yes! It did have alliteration. That is it.
Great.
I think.
Speaking of phrasing.
Something's not right.
That's
Lawman?
fine.
Tell me, what's a labia?
Well, you see, if
Go
you
on.
had a wife,
It's a lip. It's just a lip.
Oh no, there was no lips on the sign. There was a creature.
Okay.
Uh,
Hang on. We'll see you in a
That's
little
what a
while.
labia is. It's a creature.
can be. All right, well, you hang out here for a little bit. We probably have more questions, so we'll be back in a minute or so.
Yep.
As you walk out of this section of the tunnel, Aragon says, I could do with some brunch. And that's where we'll go to break.
I could eat.
All right. We'll take a quick break, refresh our drinks, and we'll be back in 10 minutes.
Oh
Thank you,
my
everybody.
God, with a giant devil on our ass.
Not yet.
Every
We got
day.
23 hours.
Apple pie. Supper's done, you rest your feet. Now you're needing something sweet. Your wife steps up to your surprise. You see fresh cow milk and apple pie. Everyone loves apple pie. Everyone means so do I. Everyone loves apple pie. Everyone means so do I. But some's too damp and some is sour. Some is made with too much flour. If you want the best you can't deny, gotta go see Mr. Brightside. Apple pie, you're the apple of my eye. Apple pie, you are the best. When everybody's sleeping, I eat the rest. Soft and flaky, crusty, yum. I gotta go and get me some. Granny's apples, the whitest flesh, reddest skin, bright side's the best. Apple pie, my apple pie, you're the apple of my eye. sleeping, I eat the rest. When everybody's sleeping, I eat the rest. This is called the Ballad of a Crossbow, called Whisper. Sitting in a dusty storage room, lonely and forsaken, made of wood and leather and bone. Magic in the making, hung a hand crossbow just hanging on the wall, waiting for a loving hand to call. Well, someone snuck right in, opened up a bin, and the magic crossbow tasted fresher air. And they waited just a while, and with a little smile, gave it right away without a care, to shoot a bear. Well, the boy took it reverently in hand, and the teacher took a very guiding stand. So the learning how was quick and accurate. A goblin's heart was the first thing it would hit. The whisper is its name, it is the evil's bane. It can hit a fly at 101 paces. So smile now and abide, 'cause a whisper's on your side, and the enemy is busy running scared, 'cause they don't dare. You get your first heist, the museum's a job. Got a crazy, dangerous egg we gotta rob. You sneak past security, and what's your reward? I find my paladin upstairs, macking on a guard. Well, now's not the time, buddy. Now's not the time. I tell you, now's not the time. Well, you sneak into the bathroom, the vents to scout. Could lead up to the attic, gotta check that out. Another lady's in there, and what do you think? You make a big commotion, push her head in the drink. Well, now's not the time. Now's not the time. No, now's not the time. Robin, little garden gnome, a devil costume. He's racist and he's ugly, he's such a buffoon. The plan is set, we're bound to bring a heavy barrage, but our cleric's out getting a full body massage. Now's not the time. Now's not the time. Now's not the time. Break and enter to a manor, got a cult to bust. Keep it on the to take it off a dwarf. All our plans are still congealing, but here's the rub. Our buddies rubbing elbows trying to start a fight club. No, now's not the time. Now's not the time, my friend. No, now's not the time. So we're distracting the warden with sweet talking wine. My friends are in the next room committing the crime. A bad idea comes calling, maybe because of my youth. You start to tell the warden just confessing the truth. No, no, now's not the time. Now is not the time. Now's not the time. What is life about? It's all so confusing. Why am I here? What leaf have I turned? What is life about? It's always amusing. Better stand clear, you've already been burned. We struggle for treasure, we struggle for gold. They struggle for glory, here's what I've been told. They struggle for power, to lead or be led. Is all life a struggle until I lie dead? What is life about? It's all so confusing. Why am I here? What leaf have I turned? What is life about? It's always amusing. Better stand clear, you've already been burned. Hold the truth in your hand, then it is gone. You think it goes one way, but it's the other one. Complexion's changing, won't ever be fixed. We are grandfathers, fathers, and yet we are sons. If you ever find the truth, admit you were wrong. If you want your salvation, I'll give you a song. When the world's on your shoulders, you're down on your knees. Will greed ever die? Will there ever be peace? What is life about? It's all so confusing. Why am I here? What leaf have I turned? What is life about? It's always amusing. Better stand clear, you've already been burned. apple pie. Supper's done, you rest your feet. Now you're needing something sweet. Your wife steps up to your surprise. You see fresh cow milk and apple pie. Everyone loves apple pie. Everyone means so do I. Everyone loves apple pie. Everyone means so do I. But some's too damp and some is sour. Some is made with too much flour. If you want the best you can't deny, gotta go see Mr. Brightside. Apple pie, you're the apple of my eye. Apple pie, you are the best. When everybody's sleeping, I eat the rest. Soft and flaky, crusty, yum. I gotta go and get me some. Granny's apples, the whitest flesh, reddest skin, bright side's the best. Apple pie, my apple pie, you're the apple of my eye. Apple pie, you are the best. When everybody's sleeping, I eat the rest. When everybody's sleeping, I eat the rest. This is called the Ballad of a Crossbow called Whisper. Sitting in a dusty storage room, lonely and forsaken, made of wood and leather and bone. Magic in the making, hung a hand crossbow just hanging on the wall, waiting for a loving hand to call. Well, someone snuck right in, opened up a bin, and the magic crossbow tasted fresher air. And they waited just a while, and with a little smile, gave it right away without a care, to shoot a bear. Well, the boy took it reverently in hand, and the teacher took a very guiding stand. So the learning how was quick and accurate. A goblin's heart was the first thing it would hit. The Whisper is its name.
Everybody, we are back from break. We are Dicey Decisions, playing through our Finding Purchase campaign, high-stake heists set in the world of Taldore. The group had just interrogated their second devil of the day, and has decided to leave him waiting more questions as per the contract made with Rurik, and go seek out information about this mysterious elven woman who holds a gala on the winter solstice and has a powerful amulet in her possession. So, what do you do?
Well, I think we decided that our first stop was going to be the Laughing Lamia,
Okay.
just to be sure.
As
Not a
we go
problem.
over there, I remind Rurik, my code name is Cameron
A
Corkscrew.
little bit more.
Don't out me as Sarsaparilla Silvertongue, Rurik. You gotta stick with the codes. And by the way, Kid is supposed to be captain.
Kid
Katrina,
shakes
do you
his head
even
no.
remember the name you came up with Or your code name?
Clarice.
No, Nicola Twinkletoes. How are we all forgetting our code names?
I barely
That's
remember
it.
your real names.
All right.
Nobody knows. I'm not too worried, Sliver. You don't know this, but Garrick's not really my name anyway.
Yeah, but you use it, and that people get... Where's Garrick? Oh, he's right there.
Sure, but that won't matter for the devil
Why? Why not?
because it's not my true name.
Well, are you a devil? He can't summon you with your
No.
true name. He just needs to know who you are.
Well, he could look for me, but he's not going to find me. That's my point.
He could be here now.
No,
Like
he couldn't.
jogging.
He's still down.
It
He's
could be
down the
that guy
tunnel.
right there.
He's
No,
down
the other
tunnel.
one.
Oh,
The first
well,
one.
That's true.
He could be that dude right there, or that little kid.
He could. But here's the thing. At this point, I think it's obvious that we've dipped our toes in a pool much bigger than we intended, and we have to pretty much steel ourselves that bad is going to happen unless we step in between it and the world. And if that means that my destiny is to prevent that, and if that means giving my mortal life to do it, then that is my destiny, and that is what I trained to do. So at this point, I am prepared for that.
If a devil
Uh,
kills you, do you have to go to one of the hells?
I think it depends on how I die.
Boy.
Right. I think we should get a move on.
We're moving.
Oh, sure.
We're moving.
So you make it to the Laughing Lamia
Yep.
and make your way inside. There are several patrons there having meals. You do not come across any of them that meet the description of this woman as the devil explained.
There's birds.
Do we recognize any of the serving people or bartenders or anybody?
No.
Bummer. Does anyone
Um,
recognize us?
Nope.
I am well known.
No one recognizes you.
Bummer.
Okay, so Garrick is going to walk to.
It's day shift.
Right.
Right.
B squad. It's always the worst.
Right.
Garrick's going to walk to, I guess, since this it wouldn't have a maitre d', I guess the bartender would be the best person to ask. Going to walk up to him and say, I was supposed to meet some friends here. I ran late. I think I missed them. Do you know, like, I was supposed to meet Lou and his friends here. I just missed them. Do you know where they went?
Oh yeah, Lou was here earlier, but he just disappeared.
Really? What about those that were with him?
They were kind of shocked. It was right in the middle of the first course.
Do you know where they went?
They waited a few minutes and decided they would head on home.
Okay. Man, just disappeared, really?
Yeah, it was
Man.
kind of strange.
Okay. I guess we better go look for him. Thank you.
Well, didn't the devil say he looked like?
Let's go see if we can find Lou. I don't, or the people that, or the other friends that he was with.
I grab Garrick by the shoulder and whisper in his ear, "Divine sense."
Yep. As I walk out the door, I am going to use a divine sense. It's 60 feet in every direction.
No pingings.
Excellent. We're good. Let's go.
Aragon goes, maybe I can hit some of our street network and see if anyone saw them coming and going and get back with you guys. I'll catch up.
Wait. Everybody, do you remember the safe word?
Rutabaga.
Yes. Don't forget, that's the only way we know that we're really... All right. See you, Aragon. Thanks. Do you need any help?
No. And
I-
as he walks away, you hear him muttering rutabaga over and over again underneath his breath.
We doesn't forget.
Exactly.
Awesome. I guess Luz is the next place we go. I assume his shop is still in the process of being rebuilt, right?
Yes, but much progress has been made.
We can check that place out first.
How would we ask around on the street, or would there be like a phone book with people? How do we find out where this woman lives if she's got a house in town?
You would have to ask someone who knows where she lives, or
Which
go
is
to
why
like City Hall and see if you could research it. But
I
you
could-
might
I
be
could-
difficult to find it.
I could get my professor involved. Little professor lady.
So you want to do that instead of lose?
Well,
I think if we can avoid like raising a flag or shining a light on what we're doing to the public as long as we can, I think we need to at least try to do it ourselves. Like go to Luz, see if we can find him or the invitation, and if that doesn't pan out, then we will seek a less conspicuous way of looking for her.
I bet somebody in the Clasp knows. If we send word throughout the Clasp to find this lady's house, somebody's going to find it.
Problem about that is, since we know now that there is a devil ordered by Mephistopheles to seek her out for that amulet, if we start sending word through the class that we're looking for her, people might be able to anybody who's inside may put two and two together and realize we know what they
Yeah. Okay.
We've got to be really discreet here.
Okay. Let's go to Luz.
So as you think about being discreet, you go to the most flamboyant shop in town.
Yeah, but it's one we've been to before, so it's not like it's out of character for us. It's not like
Correct.
we're going to the so
Correct.
Is the shop there anymore? Because it got blowed up.
It's under repair. It's mostly finished. There's still folks working on it, but it is open for business in a makeshift way. There are a couple of tents outside where several kobolds are selling garments out of these tents while the building is being worked on behind them.
do we see Lou?
Not on the street.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess we approach the kobolds. I would. Garrick's gonna walk up like, every normal day. He's not gonna act all, suspicious and say, "Hey, flew around. I have a special request for him." He said that if I had a special, he'd be to come to him directly.
Moment, and they pull on a little rope, which you hear is ringing a bell on the inside. And eventually, sure enough, the gentleman himself comes stepping out. Oh, my good friends. How are you all today?
Doing okay. Nice to see you, Lou. Good progress made on your shop here.
Oh, of course, I couldn't sit idle. I have garments to make and fashion trends to set.
Can we go inside? I've got a project I want your opinion on.
Well, of course. Come in, all of you.
When he turns
Who is
around,
this dusty gentleman?
I'm Rurik.
Oh, that's right. You haven't met Rurik, have you?
Do you
I like your
mind?
hat.
And he pulls out a roll of what looks to be a stick with a roll of wadded, somewhat paper on it.
Is it a lint roller?
Yeah, he's got a lint roller. He's gonna start rolling Rurik and pulling all the pebbles and dust and dirt off.
It allows you to cast prestidigitation at will, right? Is that what so it's a wand of prestidigitation that looks like
I don't like this.
when
That's okay. I do.
When Lou is not focused on me, I will do another divine sense.
Okay.
And
Yeah, it pings completely clear. This is
excellent. Okay, good. Okay.
So, what can I do for you, friends?
How do I put this down?
Besides an outfit for this one.
I'm waiting for Garrick's signal. I'm like, my eyes are as wide as they can be.
I just nod.
Oh. How?
Were you aware that you attended a brunch at the Laughing Lamia earlier this afternoon?
I did no such thing.
Yeah, see, that's what we thought too. Are there any listening devices in here, Lou? I know for security you
Just
might
the
want
painting.
Is it the painting here?
The painting's not here.
Good. We need
no,
to see.
sadly, I do not have access to Constantine any longer.
Good, actually. That's probably better for what I have to say.
Wait a minute. What happened to him?
We never brought him back here. We took him
No.
to the Spirelings.
Yeah, the Clasp has him.
Oh, goldfish brain.
It's okay. It was a while ago.
It was. Through our unusual channels, we came across some information that there were fiendish operatives moving in and out of Iman with different notorious plans. One of which.
Whoa, slow down.
Okay.
That is a big bomb to drop and just keep talking.
Well, I do understand that it's a big bomb to drop, but at least let me finish this next sentence and then you can continue. One of them has been impersonating you.
Me? Whatever for?
Are you planning on attending a gala on winter solstice in the Feywild?
But of course. One of my best clients.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Apparently,
you know that.
The devil told us.
Again, you say this so casually.
Yeah.
He's a casual guy.
I have to be. You just get to a point where everything is just something you have to expect. Apparently this client of yours owns something that their infernal master has ordered them to retrieve. And they were impersonating you to try to get their hands on your invitation so they could take your place and steal it from her.
Those bastards. I've been looking forward to this gala for months.
Yeah, he was probably going to replace you. And maybe
That was his
hurt you.
plan. That was his plan. His plan was to get the invitation while imitating you at this brunch. And luckily, we called him away in the middle of it. He blipped out of the room and didn't get a chance to do that.
So he does not have. Wait a minute. Whoa. You called the devil away.
Yes. I told you, we have our methods to gain information, and we were able to obtain the devil's true name.
Are you making deals with devils?
Absolutely not. We're using them to our ends so that we can prevent a bigger catastrophe.
They hate us, though. They want to kill us now.
I mean, that's normal. What's new?
Are they hunting you currently?
Probably.
No. Well, the one we talked to that imitated you, the answer is no, because he's currently bound for 24 hours.
It's always a ruse.
Held held in one place until that 24 hours is up.
Right.
Which is why we came here now.
Can maybe if you can take us with you to the gala, get us invitations. We can go as your retinue, as your staff.
Well, I can make lots of arrangements. The good lady, she is one of my best customers, and I often take care of her garments, and especially for big occasions like this. She has actually picked up her garment already, and she did say she would be bringing by my invitation, and she hasn't, so I guess she was intercepted somehow.
I have a feeling she was bringing it to the brunch and planned to give it to you there.
Because she thought she was meeting me.
Correct.
Right. So, but you're saying he did not have the invitation?
Nope. We asked him point blank, and under his bond, he had to answer truthfully and said that he had not had a chance to retrieve it yet. He was at the brunch to get it when we called him away.
And what is your reasoning for needing to go to the gala?
We believe the best way to keep this infernal force from getting the amulet is to, unfortunately, be there to prevent it. I know it's going to create a scene, but I don't know if we have a choice.
Create a scene how?
Well, if a bunch of infernal devils show up to try to steal it, there's going to be a scene.
You would not be creating the scene.
That's true.
Can you just beat them to the punch?
That was a thought as well.
But we need an invite.
We do need an invite, and I don't want to create bad blood between us and a member of society who probably won't realize that what we're doing is for her own good. And I don't know if we should tell her our plans, if you know what I mean.
Though that's probably not wise.
Right.
Well, I owe you all immensely. So give me a day, and I will secure you each invitations. How many do you need?
All of us, and then a +1. Not for each of us, but yeah, just one extra.
Right.
Okay.
So the 5 of us plus, +1. So 6.
Kid just kind of leans in and goes, "Do you really think Irrigan at a formal gala is the right choice?"
If he doesn't come, he doesn't come, but I better be safe than sorry. Rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
6. We need 6.
That is correct. That's right, Rurik. Very good.
I really doubt he's coming. If you can get 5.
Well, I can get
need at
6.
least
It's
5.
not a problem.
Okay.
Didn't you guys have someone that played with fire? Maybe we can bring them?
That won't do anything to a devil, will it? They live in it.
Yeah. To them, it's like a warm bath.
Sounding like I should get myself an invitation and suddenly become sick the day of.
I mean,
We'll likely burn the house down.
what?
And
I'd
probably
appreciate it if you didn't do that to my friend.
Do
Well,
you have some place you can
not
go
intentionally.
that you'll feel safe until it's over?
Oh, I always feel safe.
Okay.
Can I have my dirt and rocks back now, please?
He
I
just
can't-
kind of takes the lint roller and
Shakes it.
shakes it off.
Okay.
Do you still have your fancy clothes?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have mine. This Rook does not
Yes.
have fancy clothes.
This is my fancy clothes.
Oh, buddy.
Stand still. This won't take a moment. And he snaps his fingers, and several kobolds come out, and they start taking measurements of you and everything
If
else.
Eric had a bag of popcorn, he would sit in a chair and just watch.
Yeah, Rurik is like swatting the. And Amanda, as Pebbles, you know that this is the same outfit that Rorik has worn for the last 30 years.
So it is
As
it is
one
a
outfit.
finely tailored, very dwarven inspired fancy outfit. So it is at least to your tastes not offensive, other than how clean it is and fancy it is. But it is at least dwarven in nature.
I hate it.
I'll take that as a compliment.
You know, that's fair.
Yeah, if he had liked it, I would have been worried.
Kid says, "Well, thank you, Lou. We will swing by for the invite." So, you have a day. What would you like to do?
We have a day. We have to be on guard at all times. Garrick, I don't know how you can not be worried about this other devil coming back looking for us, but I am.
Who says I'm not worried?
You.
Oh, here's the thing. Am I worried it's going to happen? Yes and no. There's nothing we can do about it. If he decides to come after us, he's going to come after us. We just have to be prepared for it.
Well, we can go back and sick our second buddy on him.
We still have the third one to talk to.
That's true.
Do you guys know a magic shop?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking that myself.
Ashreen and I have feeling that if we go see Simon, we probably don't want to give him too many details about what's going on, huh?
I'm gonna tell Simon shit.
Yeah. For his own good, for no other reason.
Just
What do
because
we
Simon's
need?
my best friend doesn't mean he has no whip.
Right. What do we need over there? What do you need?
I would like some
Rurik?
goggles of true sight, I think, is what I'm learning.
Do those exist? That would be
I don't
really
know.
great.
I believe that's
If
called
they
the gem.
don't, they should, right? Maybe he
Gem
can
of
work on
seeing.
those.
There's a gem of seeing.
Gem of seeing.
Yeah.
Well, let's go. You know what? Let's go fast. Should we get a carriage so we don't have to walk? Let's do. I'll sport us all. And I'm going to try to flag down a carriage to
No
give us a
problem.
ride. No problem?
Easily done.
Does it cost
Own
me
a
much?
carriage.
Yes. It'll cost you 1 gold piece.
Yeehaw!
So I'm going to get rid of silver pieces.
All right. We arrive at the Emporium.
Gilmore's Glorious Goods. Looks the same as always.
I bust through the doors. Oh, Simon!
Where have you been?
Oh my god. Listen,
How
we
could
don't
you?
have enough time for me to tell you where
He
I've
comes
been.
out and he gives you a quick hug.
Give him
We went to
a big
Whitestone.
bear.
We did go to Whitestone.
And almost Mechanist.
Who's your friend?
Oh, friend's a strong word. That's Rurik. He's
I
like
cast
my mom's friend.
prestidigitation on him, and he from behind.
Why do people keep cleaning me?
You're dirty, man.
I mean, it's
I'm
only
lived in.
Simon's like, well, I guess, yeah, sure. I could put it back if you like.
I would like.
And he casts prestidigitation, and the dirt swirls up around you and lands on you just like it was.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Simon, was it?
Yes.
I'm
I learned
Rorik.
something new every day. I didn't know you could reverse it. That's cool.
I need magic item.
What are you looking for? You came to the right place.
Number 1. I need a way to see if someone's a devil or not. Someone that's
Well,
disguised.
I mean, there's a device that can see through disguises and some magical means, some magical illusions and such. Is that what you're looking for?
Maybe.
Pretty steep.
What about items that hurt a particular type of creature? Let's just say, for instance, a devil.
Excuse me a second. Ashrina,
What's up?
what are you mixed up in?
Oh, he's got like dementia. Don't pay him any mind. Just give him what he's looking for.
So I should get him things that are good usage against devils.
Yeah. Also, do you have like a I think someone said it was called a gem of seeing?
Well, that's what he said. He needed
Oh,
to
okay.
see through.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's for me.
Oh, that's for you.
Yeah, I got catfished on a date and I would like to prevent that in the future.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, me too. I thought it was gonna be, it was gonna be the one.
Swipe
know
left
what?
on Kinder.
I had I had this idea for a series of sending stones that were all connected and people could
Stones?
each. Yes, sending stones, but they're all connected and they make like a network of sending stones.
Like Rocky Talkies?
That's a good idea.
Like what?
Like Rocky Talkies.
Well, that's sending stones, if that's what you're referring to.
Yeah.
Right,
I've
but
got
what
one.
that's good. You know where the other one is?
I've got it.
Oh, right. So if you two get split up, you can talk. That's smart.
Is that what this thing does?
Yeah, but only once a day.
I just thought you talked and listened. Like one here and one here.
No?
Kid comes over and takes the one out of Rurik's hand and walks over and gives it to Garrick.
But my rocks.
And then, like tonight at 3:00 in the morning, gonna be sleeping and I'm hearing, "Hello, hello."
Only 25 times.
Yeah, exactly.
But I thought about like if there were a series of them and they were all connected and people could like network and talk to each other and like use it as like a meet and greet.
Yeah.
GTNT.
Anyhow,
I was thinking G Mobile. Although if Simon makes it, Simon's not a
But here, check this thing out. And he goes out into the back counter and he pulls out a little box, and in it has a multifaceted gem mounted on a short stick of ebony. It is obviously high quality gem, and it. He says, "This requires attunement, but once attuned, you can." If you use its command word, expend one charge, and for the next 10 minutes, as you look through the gem, you have the ability for true sight.
How much?
Out to 120 feet. It costs 5,000 gold pieces.
Simon.
I
Simon.
don't make the prices. We've had this discussion before. I am just an employee.
And we don't have any sort of payment plans?
I mean, what do you offer? Like, what? You don't have any items to sell? Often you guys return with items.
Oh, fuck. I think we do, actually. We have 3,500 gold pieces in the party now. And Sean
wow.
put some stuff in there. As
600.
we do have
6,000
some.
6,000 silver pieces is actually another 600.
We have
gold.
a +3 silver greatsword.
However, that's really hard to sell.
Yeah.
Because of what it is.
Yeah.
And mithril chain.
That's not hard to sell.
Okay, can we distribute at least the gold that's in there so I can see how far off I'm?
1 second. I can do that.
How much do you need? 5,000?
Yeah, I've got 3760.
Oh, I can give you the rest. Let's go ahead and sell this junk first. And then
Will you buy a silvered greatsword?
Me?
No, not you.
Oh.
Simon.
I'd have to see it.
I show it to him.
No.
Why?
Not interested.
That is a personal item to a Githyanki. A Githyanki warrior.
Yeah, but he's dead.
He might very well be.
You didn't say anything.
But somebody's going to come after that. Those are prized possession amongst their people, and we do not carry those in the shop like this.
Okay, that's fair.
Perhaps you can try to sell it through other means that you might have access.
Yeah. Put it on my cart.
How about mithril chainmail? Will you buy that?
Oh, let me take a look at it.
Sure, here you go.
How do you feel about mind flayer skulls?
I thought you put that up at the bar.
Oh, we did put it up at the bar. Sean put it in the party sheet. I'm just gonna throw.
Oh, but you have some nice gemstones there that you could sell.
Mm-hmm. Let's...
What does the BOH mean under
Bag of holding.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So those are in the bag of holding. So is everything else, but if you're about to sell it, I can sell the things that... So if you want to sell the mithril chain and the amethyst, I can do that.
Yeah. Yep.
Why didn't it take the mithril chain? Oh. I gotta give it an amount.
Okay. Yep.
And distribute that.
Yep. So how much do you need?
Simon.
Yeah.
Hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
We're best friends. We've shopped here a metric fuck ton.
Correct.
You don't have a loyalty program?
It's been over a month.
Honestly, for us, it's been
a
less
regular
than 7 days.
customer. Well, that's neither here nor there. Were you traveling? Wait a minute. Were you planar traveling?
We were on a stupid train to Mechanist.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Concordant Express?
Yeah. Do we still have our tickets, or did the ticket taker take the ticket?
He took the tickets.
Damn. Yeah.
That's amazing. I'd love to hear all about it.
It fucking sucked, man.
Why?
We lost a month.
Well,
and now I don't have a loyalty discount at my favorite shop from my best friend.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I'm not saying you lost your discount. I'm just saying
you are.
Regular customers come in more regular than once every month or so. Right?
Well, we weren't trying to come in. I mean, we probably would have been here at least 4 times. We come in here once a freaking week. but
I mean, that's what I was
plane
used
or
to, but then you
travel.
disappeared.
All plane or travel, Mike. I don't
Well,
know.
I
I don't
don't-
make the rules.
I don't make those rules either. How did I know?
Gonna have to give you my rock, aren't I?
No. I just was worried.
Oh. You don't have to worry about me.
Well,
Those schmucks, maybe, but
I mean, after
Me, I
after
know.
Mr. Tarlin,
yeah.
but you're back, and that's all that matters.
Yeah. And we don't have any plans to plane or
4,800.
travel.
4,800.
Okay. Think I could do that.
Yeah.
Can somebody spot
Yep.
me like
How
2,000?
much? Yes. I can give you 2,000 gold right now. Is that how much you need?
Yeah. If you give me 2,000 or hold on. Sorry, just 1,000. Just 1,000. I can't do
You
math.
sure?
Yeah, if you want to give me 2,000, that'll make it a little easier on my pocket.
Here's 1,000 gold.
Okay, I will pay the 4,800.
Okay.
That's a lot of gold.
I take it off your sheet, and I dropped it in the party sheet.
How much money do you have now, Shrina?
I have 110 gold pieces.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
You don't have to give me. No, it's fine.
Hey, Simon.
Yes.
Wouldn't by any chance have a
Take 500 more.
sunblade lying around
Thank-
with you?
No, I'm sorry. Those are quite rare.
Had to ask. That's understandable.
Now, what does this wand do, Miss Shrina, that we just bought?
It gives me true sight.
Ooh, that's a good thing. Okay. All right. Simon, what you got that I could maybe use? I've got wing boots. I've got this badass mandolin that can cast spells.
You're looking to sell those?
No.
Oh.
But I could actually wear a ring or scarf or a hat.
As they're shopping, I'm just gonna sit on the ground in Simon's shop and start attuning.
Well, okay, that's fine. What kind of ring are you looking for?
I don't know. What do you guys have? I mean, I don't know if I can even afford it, but I've never
Well,
bought
there's-
anything from you before.
There's lots of different options for rings.
Really?
Yes. This one's one of my favorites.
What's it called?
He pulls out this ring. It is made of very fine silver, etched to resemble a feather with a strand of gold that runs through it. He said, "This one is great if you are to fall from great heights.
Oh,
It'll stop you."
but look, and I hold up my boots with these little wings on them.
Right. So if somebody dispelled those boots, the ring would
Oh.
stop you from falling to your
Somebody
death.
could dispel my boots?
I mean, I know there are powerful creatures that can do very powerful things, and some of them start with a D. And he looks at Ashrina sitting over there.
Oh.
Yeah, D for dementia.
Is there a ring that can stop you from being burnt?
There's rings that give resistance to fire.
Oh man, I don't know if resistance is enough. Let me see that little feather ring again.
Sure.
How much does this cost?
That is also 5,000 gold pieces.
Oh,
Oh my God,
yeah,
Simon.
I can't
The
afford it.
inflation.
The
Listen,
economy's in the toilet.
yeah. Have you seen them on? All these
Yeah.
buildings going up and poor people moving out. And
I don't
You
suppose you
just
have a
moving
used
in.
think
one.
you'd think for
Gentrification.
The gentrification of Amon.
You'd think for people who, saved him on, there'd be some sort of a little bit of a better deal.
If I had to give a discount to every adventurer who said they saved them on,
But we saved him.
I mean,
Wonder if she could tell the
Sure.
council that I wonder if we could prove it to them. Maybe they would give us some money. We haven't really told anybody.
We also saved Whitestone.
Yeah.
well, that's somebody else's problem, not Amon's.
Well, doesn't Gilmore have shops in Whitestone?
He does.
We should have a discount network wide.
You'd have to take that up with the boss.
Is he here? I'll talk to him.
He is not.
Ah.
I'm
Does
lying
he have a-
anyways,
does he have a
Simon. I
stone?
would never shop from any other Gilmores except yours.
I
Because that's
appreciate
how
that.
loyal of a customer.
I believe you.
Mm,
Do you have a
Do you have-
scroll of plane shift?
That's a good question.
Let me check.
Can
a
that
terrifying question.
can that do more than one person, Rurik?
8.
Oh man, that's a good idea.
Yes, these are extremely rare.
Yeah, I know. Rurik is asking. Justin knows he cannot afford a 125,000 or something gold.
It's only 7,139 gold pieces.
We could muster that, I bet.
It's
Maybe
an
not.
double spell.
I cannot.
Oh, we couldn't even cast it.
Not after what you just bought.
Well,
Do you have an item that's cheaper that does the same effect?
Let me check. No. No.
hey, aren't there
No.
some little I've heard of people storing spells in gemstones or something that if we wanted to
Says I have a spell book with it in it, if that's something that's useful to you.
It's not.
That's a shame. It's quite a handy book.
Yeah, doesn't the person who wrote the spell book have to use it? Or can anybody just read them and use them?
Certain spell books are attuned to certain wizards, but some are not.
I've never even seen one.
If you are interested, I also have a scroll of Contact Other Plane if you were needing that. It's only 1,612 gold.
What does that one do? You contact a person in a different plane?
No, I read the spell. That was my idea too, was to contact Red Hot.
Red Rust, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Red Hot.
Red Hot.
That's great.
No, you contact an otherworldly being and can ask questions, but it's not like specific.
Got it.
Oh.
So-
Okay.
Hypothetically, if we were trapped on another plane, how could we get back without the plane shift scroll? Is there like a recall button?
Can a teleport spell bring you back?
No, I think you need a plane shift spell.
If we die in another plane, does it work like if a devil dies here? Do we just come back here?
Not unless you're a devil.
Fuck.
Hmm.
Are you a devil?
No.
No.
Something a devil would say. I kid,
mean-
Simon. I know you're not.
Good.
Well, I don't think I can
Because
afford anything
apparently
today.
you're hunting devils now.
No, we're not.
We totally are.
If we were,
See?
would you want to know?
No, I don't want.
That's
no,
why I keep
I
saying
don't
no,
want-
Simon.
I mean, yes, I'm worried. That sounds really freaking dangerous.
Ooh, how about a spell or a ring or a necklace or something that makes you invulnerable? Like surround you with a
You couldn't afford a plane shift scroll.
Yeah.
do you have a used section?
Second-hand plane shift scroll.
He's like, well, technically, most of this stuff is used.
Oh, it
Ew.
looks brand new.
Do you clean it?
I mean, I have potions of invulnerability.
Ooh, how does that work? You just
You-
drink it and you're invulnerable to everything?
You drink it and you have resistance to all damage for 1 minute.
Oh. I was thinking you'd be like in a sphere of light that nothing can get through.
Now, you're referring to a globe of invulnerability, and there's a scroll of that in the back, but that's worth 24,361 gold pieces.
Well, I've got over 2,000 gold.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're about 12 times too short.
Now, if
I'm-
you want just the regular invulnerability scroll, that's even more. And we don't keep those on site.
Still have so many concerts to play.
Keep plucking
I know.
away, Sliver.
If we could ever get done with all of this, we just keep being barraged by incessant jobs that people are after us. Things
Jobs.
wanna-
You're making money doing this?
Oh, no, not a penny. We're
I
trying
mean,
to
you
keep
just handed your
ourselves...
friend 1,000 gold pieces.
Well,
Do you
saw
have
you do
anything
that.
that would protect me from like mental influence? I don't want people to be able to control me.
Oh, I've got this right here. This isn't about controlling you, but it's about hiding your thoughts from others.
I don't have many of those.
When you do, they're usually very useful.
This scroll here can help in some ways, but it's super expensive, 12,050 gold pieces. What ballpark range are we talking here? You guys keep asking for these super powerful items and then saying, no, you don't have the money.
Well, you
we
know how
want
much money
really...
he gave her? That's how much I have.
1,000 gold pieces.
Yes.
I gave her 1,500.
I don't have that much. I have between 1,000 and 1,300.
Well, like I said, I do have this ring. It is 500 gold pieces. You are immune to
Yeah.
magic that allows creatures to read your thoughts, determine whether you're lying or know your alignment or your creature type.
That is
Creatures
very...
can telepathically communicate with you only if you allow it.
That is
500 gold pieces.
for Justin's knowledge. How much is a ring of mind shielding?
That's what this
This is my
is.
cannonball bracelet.
Oh, that is ring of mind shielding.
Yeah.
Okay, then yes, that's what I want.
500 gold pieces, and you can also, as an action, cause the ring itself to become invisible so that nobody can see it.
Well, the ring you offered me was 5,000, and now you
Sure
have
is.
500?
These
Do
were
you-
different rings.
Well, do you have any
You
other...
asked for a ring of what?
I asked for just magic rings. Do you have any less expensive ones that I might be able to afford that might be good for me?
Possibly. It depends on what you're looking for.
Well, I can tell you that if something made me the smartest person around, that would be good. Or if something could
Rurik, you said you want the ring.
Yes. I already marked off the gold.
Drop it on your sheet.
Thank you.
I guess I really don't have any idea of what I need.
So, Jack, the issue is I can't search by gold piece.
Oh, right. Got it.
So you have to have an idea of what you want.
So
Yeah,
Rourke
I'm
on
just
the
kind
ring,
of shopping and don't know what I want.
Right.
walks over to Garrick and goes, "What am I thinking right now?"
Nothing.
Rocks.
I thought you said this works.
You have to attune to it.
Oh.
So, anything else?
None
Brandon?
of you can use insight checks to determine if I'm lying.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, I thought about it. There's a couple items that might be useful, but actually, yeah. You know what? Do you have any studded leather armor, magical in nature, not necessarily of higher protective value, but maybe gives you resistance to an element?
Do you have a particular element in mind?
I'm gonna be safe and say fire.
I think it's a skeleton.
Amanda, what's he playing?
I can get you studded leather armor with fire resistance for 5,000 gold pieces.
Sea of Thieves.
I'll keep that in mind for the future. Thank you.
What about a potion of fire resistance?
Oh, we have plenty of those.
Yeah, it might not be a bad idea to get a couple of those. Yeah, how much are those each?
500 gold pieces.
100?
I can pay for one.
500 gold.
Oh, 500?
500.
500 gold. It lasts for an hour.
I will buy one.
As
Okay.
will I.
Eric.
I won't.
What is it we're buying? Y'all are buying?
Potion
Potion of
of
fire resistance.
fire resistance.
I drop one on you, Garrick.
Thank you.
And Rurik. Drop one on you.
Gracias.
For the record, I'm going to let Sean tell me what Kid would buy
Mhm.
since he's not here, but Kid would have been part of the shopping process as well.
Yeah.
Well, friends, anything else?
Well wishes.
Of course,
I'm
always.
going to keep saving up, and after a couple more shows, I'll probably be back.
Awesome.
But thanks.
Well, good luck in whatever it is you're involved in.
We're
Are we
killing
sup-
demons.
Supposed to let you know what we're doing?
Demons, that's different than devils, you know.
It is.
Yes.
Which one are we after?
Don't worry about it, Simon. So that we know it's you. The code word is rutabaga.
Right. Sliver made that up, didn't he?
No, actually, I did.
He's rubbing off on you.
That feels like an
Right now?
insult.
Hey! I swirl my cape and walk out.
Simon says,
Um,
Ashrina, don't die.
I'll try
What
not
about the
to.
rest of us.
I mean, don't let her die.
Oh, okay.
what I'm here for.
And he looks at Garrick and he kind of.
Listen, I don't know. Why is everybody so worried about me? I'd be killing everything.
I know, but I just don't want you to die. And you said some scary shit in here today.
Shreen, I thought you
I
said you were
s-
gay.
I am gay.
Does he know
He's
that?
my best friend. He does.
Of course
You
I
know
know
that,
it.
right?
Okay.
Of course I know it.
Just getting strong romantic vibes.
No.
He likes Becky at
Not
the bakery.
anymore.
Did I just break Simon's heart?
Nope.
No, he likes Becky at the bakery. It's definitely not her. I don't remember.
Becky with the good hair.
By the way, while this is all going on, Garrick was looking through his pack and realized he has a bunch of potions and scrolls that we picked up one time that we never really went through. So I would like to start distributing them to the people who can and will use them.
Sure.
Do we know what they are?
I do. I am going to give, unless there's somebody who disagrees, I want to give the potion of invisibility to Ashrina.
I would give that to Kid instead.
Give it to Kid. Okay.
Yeah, I get advantage on all of my hits, and then so I'm
Okay.
not getting hit.
All right.
Kid
Good
will
push.
totally take that.
All right. I'll put it in the party sheet.
Yep.
Plus, I have Dust of Disappearance.
Just so
I-
you know,
Go ahead.
Kid also has. He already has a potion of fire resistance, 2 potions of greater healing, and 2 potions of healing. Just in
Excellent.
terms of what potions he currently has.
And for Sliver, I've got a couple potions that I can't use because their bard spells are not paladin or cleric. So I'm going to put those in. One is a scroll of invisibility, and one
Mhm.
is a scroll of charm person.
Nice.
Trying to see if there's
Okay.
anything else. Potion of animal friendship if you want it, Roic.
Sure.
It seems to fit what you would do more than it would fit what I have. Poison resistance I'll keep. What is that? Oh no, I probably should sell that. I've got a potion of longevity. And also identify for you because I can't cast that either. Sliver.
For me?
I have 3 of
A
them.
scroll.
Scrolls of identify. I've got 3 of them.
Playing freaking Diablo over here.
I'm looking at this, and I think all the other ones are good. Got potions of resistance, the water breathing. Oh, I guess I had 2 charm person scrolls. I don't know why, but there you go. Okay, I'm done after that.
All right.
Okie dokie.
Anything else?
I think we're good. At least I'm good.
Thanks, Garrick.
You bet.
Now where are we going?
I'll give Simon a big hug and head out.
Okay. You guys head out into the streets. You hear the distinctive noise of one of those canister crossbows being shot. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh fuck!
Kathunk.
Well then.
Kathunk.
Yep.
And then fade to black.
It's
It
actually the
zooms in on this
canister.
grenade launcher.
Is it
The
coming-
grenade coming into the camera, covering the lens, is what fades
Right.
the black. Just
That's
oh
exactly
my
right.
gosh. Good thing I got my globe of invulnerability.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody. This was a lot of fun. We will pick it up next session. And we are Dicey Decisions. You can check us out on all of our back episodes are on our YouTube channel. And we have lots of different social media on all the platform. You can check out our link tree to find all that. But we will catch you next time around.
Bye,
Good
guys.
night, everybody.
Right.